Hi, my name is Nyla, and the Zoom meeting name was The Body, and the presenter was Ramona Dunlap. So, the summary for the presentation was overall, talking about Victoria's Secret, but also talking about each decade and how we got to where we are in 2023. 2023. So first they talk about 90s and how actually we started with the 80s and it was more of like power suits and like power and confidence and preppy and just masculine with a feminine touch. And then you get to the early 90s, you have the supermodel aesthetic and it's easy elegance, minimalist, less glam than the 80s. And then the late 90s, you have crazy, sexy, cool, what they said in the presentation. It's only really inclusive because of the music industry, because we're getting away from more of the model and more into the music industry in the late 90s. And then curves and plastic surgery were like talked about more and well liked. And then they talk about 90s lingerie and they segue into 90s lingerie and like being very thin because of that athletic type. They want abs and everything. And then push-up bras, because of plastic surgery being so big, they wanted something you don't have to get plastic surgery for. You just wear a push-up bra if you want that. And then fashion shows started then, and larger boobs and long legs and slim waist was very in. And then you get to the 2000s, and it's just more about slimming down your body instead of like shaping your body. Is more just like slimming it and making sure there's no like fat hanging out or anything. There's no plus size really, and low rise was in. A lot of wearing your underwear as outerwear, thongs were really in, and like showing off your bra strap was also very in. And then you get to the 2010s, and you have the Kardashians and athleisure. And then later, we have some inclusion now because the Kardashians were basically taking just like black people's bodies and getting plastic surgery so they can look like us. So that's why we have more inclusion now. And because it took white women for people to think that black women's bodies are beautiful. But I'm sorry. And then we have Fenty that came out, and it's the year of the butts, and everybody wants a slim waist and big butt right now. And then this is when Victoria's Secret kind of goes down, and because they're not being inclusive. So that's my end of my summary, and goes into one of my like things that I thought was really interesting is just how your brand not changing can really like ruin your brand, because by them not changing and being inclusive, like all these other brands that are still here today, Victoria's Secret is here today and people still shop there, but not as much as they used to. Like it used to be like just off the charts, like everybody was shopping there, but now it's not that interesting. And I just thought that was interesting because like it just shows like us as consumers are like the most important thing, and it's not about what you're trying to push to us. It's about what we want. And also how thin was in, and how we did a complete 360 into inclusion. And I really like that, but I'm scared because I know trends come back, and I'm wondering if being thin again is going to be, because thin of course is always going to be a thing and people want that, but I wonder if it's going to be a huge trend again, because I can see low rise jeans coming back, and I wonder if that's gonna, or is inclusion gonna be in there, like you can wear a low rise at any shape and body. And then how it took Fenty to make other brands to be inclusive with skin color and just like nudes and everything, and I just thought that was just crazy, like that it took one brand to make it like that, and that black consumers really, push that.